Tonight on UCentral News, Route 66 is headed to Google Arts and Culture. Find out more about the new experience next. Sunny weather has returned, but not for long. The next cold front rolls in this weekend. Sam Fraley has more. People magazine has announced their Sexiest Man Alive for 2025. Addison Reamer will let you know who the leading man is in social media. And the Oklahoma City Thunder remain undefeated after winning Sunday's game against the New Orleans Pelicans. Emily Creekmore will break down that game later in sports. All that and more happening right now on UCentral News.
Live from Central Oklahoma, this is UCentral News.
Good evening, I'm Phil Rodriguez.
And I'm Abby Avers. Welcome to this edition of UCentral News.
Well, special elections are happening across the nation today in the first batch of special elections since Donald Trump took office. In New York City, Andrew Cuomo, Zoran Mamdani, and Curtis Silwa are facing off for the mayorship of the nation's largest city. Cuomo is running as an independent after losing the Democratic primary to Mamdani, who is a self-described Democratic socialist. Curtis Silwa is running as a Republican.
We are on the brink of making history in our city. On the brink of saying goodbye to a politics of the past, a politics that tells you what it can't do and really what it means to say is what it won't do, and to usher in a new era in this city where we understand that we do not get to choose the scale of the crisis we face. We simply get to choose the manner in which we respond.
The Mother Road is getting a digital upgrade. Google Arts and Culture unveiled a new online experience celebrating the history and landmarks of Route 66. I went out to see what this new website is all about.
From Chicago to Santa Monica and right through the heart of Oklahoma, Route 66 is one of the most famous highways in the world. Now, a new project from Google Arts and Culture lets you take that journey from anywhere.
If you're ready to hit the road, you don't even need a car. This new experience is available right on your phone, so you can experience the Mother Road at any time and anywhere.
This new interactive website celebrates the states and culture that makes Route 66 the Mother Road. Chance Kokenauer with Google Arts and Culture said that this project is a great way for tourists to plan their next vacation.
For people who may be wanting to plan their trip and they're going to visit Oklahoma City and they want to know what are the places, the museums or the iconic locations that we could explore there, or maybe in Arizona or California.
The online project highlights more than 30 sites along the route, including the Blue Whale of Catoosa. It also uses AI tools to bring historic photos to life, letting users see classic landmarks as they looked decades ago. Chance also said that this project was different from anything they've done before.
This was the first time we've ever done a project that was about how all of those locations are connected together through an umbrella story of Route 66.
The announcement was made at the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum in Oklahoma City. Among those in attendance were Lieutenant Governor Matt Pinnell and Oklahoma City Mayor David Holt.
It is live now on Google Arts and Culture and launched just in time for the Road Centennial next year. Well, it was a windy one out today. Sam, how's it looking right now?
Hey guys, Sam here. We're going to take a look at the current conditions. 72 degrees and windy outside, very dark outside with that time change happening, earlier sunsets. We've got winds 19 miles an hour from the southwest, gusts up to 32 miles an hour, a very windy day today. Those winds are dying down into the evening. Humidity is 38%, a little bit humid outside, and those winds are making it feel about 67 degrees right now. Looking ahead, we've got south winds across the state, not just here in Edmond, and those are everywhere but the Panhandle. We've got some north winds up there. Cold front coming in Sunday. That should make it very cold, and then we're going to bring it right back up start of next week. And then our fun fact of the day today is it is National Candy Day. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Sam. Well, special elections are happening across the nation today, but not in Oklahoma. Those are scheduled for November 18th. 27 counties will vote, including Oklahoma County, with Edmond voters deciding on 2 sales tax renewal propositions. Proposition 1 will renew the 1-cent general fund sales tax used for city government operation, while Proposition 2 concerns a 10-year renewal of the half-cent capital improvement projects, which the city says will improve driving conditions. The Oklahoma State Election Board also recently announced it will now only send election reminders by email and not text. Polls will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Election Day.
November is Native American Heritage Month, and the Native American Student Association has planned some events meant to celebrate their heritage and educate the UCO community. Tomorrow, NASA will have their kickoff event from 1 to 3 p.m. in the Nye University ballrooms. NASA will also be having a poster-making event and education event to raise awareness of missing and murdered Indigenous people. This will be in the Mary Fallon Room in the Nye University Center from noon to 2 p.m. on Thursday, November 6th. According to NASA's official Instagram, these signs will be used at a campus march. There will also be guest speakers from UCO's Cold Case Club and community organizations.
Former Vice President Dick Cheney has died at the age of 84. Cheney served as vice president under George W. Bush from 2001 to 2009. Cheney was also defense chief during the Persian Gulf War under Bush's father, President George H.W. Bush. Politicians across the political spectrum are offering their condolences to the Cheney family, including Democrat House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries.
He redefined the role of a vice president between 2001 and 2009. He was in.
Before I begin, let me extend my heartfelt condolences, sympathies, and prayers to our former colleague, Liz Cheney, to Mrs. Cheney, and to the entire Cheney family on the passing of Vice President Dick Cheney.
Well, it seemed like the sun has returned, but it's not going to stick around.
Only for a little bit of time. Cold front coming. Sam will have more details for us next.
The University of Central Oklahoma grows and thrives. We move to meet our students where they are and get them where they want to go. Over time, thousands of students have made the move to UCO. They come to pursue their passions and find their calling, to improve their lives, families, and communities. UCO moves and motivates students in and out of the classroom. Here, potential takes flight. Our students' curiosity ignites a spark that fuels transformation. Oklahoma's Metropolitan University, the university that hasn't stopped moving since 1890. In fact, we are gaining momentum.
This is where movement is. This is the University of Central Oklahoma.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? I'm high. Oh.
Hey guys, Sam Fraley here with your full look at weather. 72 and windy right now, very dark outside as we have those earlier sunsets because of the time change. Very windy today, southwest winds 19 miles an hour with gusts up to 32 miles an hour. South winds everywhere in Oklahoma. Humidity not too bad today, 38%, and those winds are going to be making it feel a little bit cooler at 67 degrees. Southwest winds across the state, everywhere but the Panhandle, some north winds, but those southwest winds are making it feel just a little bit warmer this week. We've got a cold front coming in Sunday to put a stop to some of that warm weather this fall. And then our fun fact of the day today is that it is National Candy Day. I'm still working on my leftovers from Halloween. Current conditions across the state, 72 in the metro area. We're seeing 70s across most of the state. And then we have a little bit of cloud cover up in Guyman and Woodward, but very sunny across the rest of the state. Tonight it's going to get down to 64 degrees, partly cloudy conditions. Those winds will chill out a little bit. South 13 miles an hour with gusts up to 26. Humidity is going to kick up to 57% and no chance of rain tonight. 64 there in the metro area. We are getting a lot of cloud cover that we have not seen tonight, and then that should clear up in the morning. That cloud cover across the northern and central parts of the state. South, not too much to worry about there. And our low point is 54 out in Guyman. Tomorrow's highs, 75 there in the metro area, and then 70s across most of the state, upper 70s. And then again, very cool in the Panhandle at 67 in Guyman. Sun will come up around 6:55 a.m. tomorrow, 55 and windy, and then we'll see those winds still noon. And then very early sunset at 5:31 p.m., 72 degrees. High tomorrow is 74 degrees, and as I said, we are seeing a lot of sun this week. And then on Tuesday, some of that wind is coming back. So Sunday, we are going to drop to 55, and then we will be very cold for Monday, that little cold front. And then that wind is going to switch directions back to coming from the south, so it'll warm up again. We are just all over the place as we typically are in Oklahoma. And then the low you'll see is even 28, so we're getting to below freezing temperatures on Monday night. Now, guys, I don't know about you, but this weather I love to golf in. Phil, are you going to hit the course?
Yeah, I think I'm going to take Hannibit out to the course and give him that 10-stroke handicap he always needs. What do you say, Sam?
Oh, yeah, I definitely got to get out there, work on my short game a little bit. How about you, Abby?
Well, I will not be golfing. I'll actually be in Florida this weekend, so I won't have to deal with that chilly weather.
Jealous.
So, sorry. Thank you so much, Sam.
Thanks, Sam. Well, coming up, what celebrity lawsuit has been officially closed?
And what band is getting their own Christmas movie? Addie will have more after the break.
It's time to explore, to come out and play. Our city is waiting, so what do you say? Whether daytime or nighttime, the right time is now. Finding those moments to make you go wow. Amazing new places to fit every mood. Shopping and dining. Did we mention the food? There are green parks and ballparks and water parks too. Museums, attractions, and also a zoo. The modern frontier is the friendliest place. Now is the time for your dreams to be chased.
It's the Roadway Replay.
Time for the lightning round, Brian. Let's rewind your drive to work. How far did your car travel while you checked your phone? 20 feet, 100 feet, the length of a football field?
100 feet.
Oh, sorry, Brian. In just 3 seconds on the highway, your car traveled the length of a football field.
Distracted driving? It's no game.
Hey guys, I'm Madison Reamer and I've got your social media update. Jonathan Bailey was announced as People's Sexiest Man Alive for 2025. The announcement was made last night by People's Magazine with the headline saying, "We know, we nailed it." Bailey, who is best known for his role as Anthony in the Netflix show Bridgerton, was first introduced to acting at age 5 when he saw a performance of Oliver. By age 7, he was performing in the Royal Shakespeare Company in London. He said in the interview with People that I quote, "Feel incredibly lucky. Life is a ride for everyone, no matter who you are or where you come from." Bailey's latest role is Fiera in Wicked for Good and is out November 21st. Grateful Dead singer Donna Jean Gochu has died at 78. The vocalist was a member of the band in the 70s and sang backup for some hits by Elvis Presley. A spokesperson for Gochu confirmed she died on Sunday at Hospice Center in Nashville after battling cancer. The other members of the Grateful Dead were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1994. While Gochu contributed to the Grateful Dead albums, she was also released 2 of her own, Back Around and Donna and the Tricksters. She is survived by her husband, bassist David McKay, and 2 sons. Dancing with the Stars Season 34 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame airs tonight. Last week's Halloween episode left reality star Jen Affleck eliminated with her partner Jan Robnik. While couples will be performing their regular dances, there will also be 2 group dances from Team Chicago and Cool. Team Chicago will be dancing to the song 25 or 6 to 4, and Team Cool will be the song Celebration. Next week's episode marks the 20th anniversary of Dancing with the Stars, with former pros making an appearance in the opening number. There are only 4 weeks left until the finale. A federal judge has closed Justin Baldoni's $400 million defamation countersuit against Blake Lively. This is due to Baldoni missing the deadline to file the complaint. The 2 actors have been in a legal struggle from their time working together on the movie adaptation of It Ends With Us. Lively's original lawsuit against Baldoni for sexual harassment and retaliation is still scheduled to go into trial in March of next year. Baldoni is able to appeal to the judge's ruling, but there has been no confirmation if he will. Next up, for Christmas, the Jonas Brothers are making their comeback to Disney Channel. The official trailer for the Jonas Brothers, a holiday film, A Very Jonas Christmas, dropped today. The musical comedy film follows the Jonas Brothers playing themselves as they try to get home from London to New York for Christmas, after they finish their world tour. Alongside the brothers also stars Chloe Bennett, Laverne Cox, Keija Appa, and Jesse Tyler Ferguson. Along with the movie being released on November 14th, plus, there will also be a Christmas soundtrack available. Abby, Phil, how do you guys feel about Jonathan Bailey?
I am incredibly happy that they picked Jonathan Bailey. They made the right decision. What about you, Addie?
I love him so much. Love him as Vieira, love him as Anthony. Phil?
I'll admit I am barely familiar with his roles in Bridgerton and Wicked. It's one of those things where it makes me feel so old.
Wow.
But happy for him. Great stuff. Coming up, the Thunder are going to Los Angeles.
And the UCO women's volleyball team continues to win. Emily Creekmore will have more after the break.
Sometimes it makes everything funny. Sometimes it's nothing to laugh about. Weed. It's funny like that. And unlike alcohol, with marijuana, there's no legal limit. So even if you don't feel high, you could get a DUI. No matter how much weed you've had, don't get behind the wheel, because driving impaired is illegal. And that's no joke.
Hooves up, roll Chos. Today's a great day to cheer on the Broncos.
Welcome back to the Pain Train.
Okay, Sean, here's your final question. A train hitting your car is the same as your car hitting a boulder, a brick wall, or a soda pop can.
A brick wall?
At a whopping 20 million pounds, a train will crush your car like a pop can.
Beating a train? It's a game you can't win.
Good afternoon, Broncos. I'm Emily Creekmore, and I've got your Tuesday sports news. Starting off on the hardwood, the UCO men's basketball team opened their season this past weekend when they traveled to British Columbia to compete in the D2CAA Canadian Tip-Off Classic. The Broncos went 1-2 on their series as they started with a 75-60 victory Friday night against Simon Fraser University. Central, however, dropped its next 2 games, losing 65-75 against Central Washington on Saturday before losing to Western Washington 63-69 on Sunday. Josh Nwanko, a senior transfer from Central Missouri, led the weekend for the Broncos as he scored double digits in all 3 games. Central Oklahoma will play their next game on November 14th when they travel to Tahlequah to compete in the Central Region Challenge. Continuing on the hardwood, the UCO women's volleyball team won 2 more road games this past weekend, beating Central Missouri 3-1 on Friday before finishing the road trip with a 3-0 sweep against Missouri Southern Saturday afternoon. Micaiah Purdue was named this week's MIAA Volleyball Offensive Player of the Week for the 2nd consecutive week. Purdue earned the honors after totaling 21 kills in both games this past weekend, while averaging 3 kills per set. She had 11 kills against Central Missouri before collecting 10 more against Missouri Southern. The Broncos remain ranked number 7 in the AVCA Division II coaches poll and will have their final home game of the season this Friday when they host the Pitt State Gorillas at 6 p.m. Week 9 of Monday Night Football wrapped up yesterday evening with the Dallas Cowboys hosting the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals beat the Cowboys 27-17 without their quarterback Kyler Murray and ended their 5-game losing streak. Speaking of the Cowboys, with the NFL trade deadline expiring today, there have been a lot of deals being made around the league, one of the biggest being made in Dallas. The Cowboys sent defensive tackle Mozzie Smith and 2 draft picks to the Jets in exchange for defensive tackle Quinnen Williams. The Jets also agreed to trade 2-time All-Pro cornerback Sauce Gardner to the Indianapolis Colts. With the trade deadline officially behind us, I think it's safe to say the stress is behind us too, as we don't have to worry anymore about trades being made for the rest of the season. Week 10 of NFL begins Thursday evening when the Denver Broncos host the Las Vegas Raiders, with kickoff to begin at 7:15 p.m. The Oklahoma City Thunder remain undefeated after dominating the New Orleans Pelicans 137-106 Sunday afternoon, improving their record 7-0, the best record in the NBA as they remain the only team in the league undefeated. The Thunder also tied their franchise best start to a season with the win against the Pelicans, matching last year's start. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was also named this week's NBA Western Conference Player of the Week. The reigning MVP is averaging 28.8 points per game on 52.4% shooting from the field. Oklahoma City Thunder's injury list remains lengthy, with Lou Dort, A.J. Mitchell, and Jay Will listed as questionable, and J-Dub remaining out from his right wrist injury. He is said to be reevaluated in 6 to 10 days. On the bright side, Chet Holmgren has been cleared from the injury report and is set to play in tonight's game. The Thunder travel to Los Angeles tonight, where they take on the Clippers and look to advance to 8-0 and set a new franchise record. Tip-off is set to begin at 10 p.m. Well, Phil and Abby, I know 10 p.m. is a very late night. Are you guys still planning on watching the game?
That's probably too late for me, I'll be honest. I'm too much of an old man. That's past my bedtime. What about you, Emily?
I don't care what time they're playing. I'll be there watching, yes. Yes, I'll be there watching. Abby?
I wish I could, but I have to get up at 4:30 a.m. tomorrow. So,
yikes.
Yeah, I won't be making that.
Just the highlight reels. Catch the highlight reels tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely will. Thank you so much, Emily.
Thanks, Emily. Coming up, can you see the supermoon tonight?
And Sam will have your last look at weather. Don't go anywhere.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Two milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable. The sad reality is, fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kids should know.
Expanding horizons, making room for the new. The modern frontier is ready for you. There's more to discover, more fun to be found. Our city is rising, just look around. Attractions, adventures, excitement and thrills, rooms of beauty and history where knowledge is filled. A convergence of cultures in spectacular places, open skies, open minds, and wide open spaces. The modern frontier awaits you to embrace it.
Coca-Cola is rolling out a special treat for the holidays. It's called Coca-Cola Holiday Creamy Vanilla. It's the first limited edition holiday flavor for Coca-Cola in 5 years. The Atlanta-based beverage company says the drink is infused with, quote, smooth, creamy vanilla flavors that capture the joy of the season. This limited-time drink is available in full and zero sugar versions. It's available at stores nationwide and online at coca-cola.com.
Sounds good. A unique piece of fashion, once seen on the big screen, can be yours for the right price. The green wool tunic with a white faux fur collar and cuffs worn by Will Ferrell in the film Elf is going up for auction. The costume features a pair of yellow fleece-like stockings and a pair of black leather shoes with curled toes. There's also a green pointed hat that has a yellow pleated sash and a red feather. Bidding for the Buddy outfit ends on December 5th. Elf was released in 2003, and many entertainment critics have since deemed it a classic Christmas movie. In addition to Ferrell, other stars include James Caan, Zooey Deschanel, and Bob Newhart.
Sam, how is the weather going to look like for the supermoon tonight?
Well, guys, tomorrow the sun is going to come up around 6:56 a.m. very early, 57 degrees. Around noon, it'll get to about 72 degrees. And then that night, that moon is going to look a little bit more circular and a little bit bigger than that. 67 degrees, clear skies to get a great view of the supermoon. This week, 74 tomorrow, and then we are going to have a high point of 76 there on Thursday. It's going to look very warm until Sunday, where we have that steep drop-off as that cold front comes in just for a little bit. And then Tuesday, that wind is going to switch directions, and it'll warm right back up. And then you'll notice 28 is our low on Monday, very cold. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Sam. The full moon is as close as it can be to Earth this week, marking the closest supermoon of 2025. Supermoons hang low and appear big and bright on the horizon, especially just after sunset. The moon will reach peak fullness at 8:19 a.m. on Wednesday morning. According to the Farmer's Almanac, November's supermoon marks a time when some of the first snow appears in northern parts of the United States and Canada. In case you missed this one, the next supermoon arrives in exactly 1 month on December 4th. Wow, we're going to have some great weather for tonight/tomorrow morning.
Hopefully, if it's not too cloudy. Here's fingers crossed so we can see that supermoon. It's always cool to see that.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. I'm Abby Avers.
And I'm Phil Rodriguez. Have a good night, Broncos.